Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This episode 17 of season 6. Hopefully guys are enjoying the series so far. We are so close to the end and we are running our most liked and disliked characters of the season. Please do get voting for that in the description, as well as we are running our most liked characters from seasons 1 to 6. 3 votes allowed. Vote for your favourite 3. Your results and mine will be shown in the final episode, so it's going to be interesting. I'd like to thank every single person that does obviously take part in these votes. You guys are amazing. Last episode, interestingly, we have to start with the final few moments. You know, it's the biggest talking point. Somebody's been shot. Somebody looks like they're dying. Who is it, mate? Literally, Gerard, he's handed out his weapons to the whole of Beacon Hills. You know, everybody's getting scared now. You know, the fears are getting amplified. We've got this man here. He's affecting Liam. He's not just affecting, obviously, the people that are living in Beacon Hills, but he's infecting the supernaturals as well. And obviously, rash, bad decisions are going to be made. One was definitely a bad decision, is attacking Melissa's. You know, arrows coming through the windows, bullets, lasers, everything, grenades getting thrown into the house. Now, what's interesting is somebody has been hit and we was left to guess who it was. We just seen a hand, blood at the end, drop down to the floor. Blood piling over, obviously trickling towards Malia and Scott. So we know it's not them two, but we also know in the house we did have Lydia, we did have Melissa, we did have Chris, and we did have Scott's dad. So that's 4 people that it could possibly be. Oh, and Mason, mate, I forgot. It could be 5. Literally, one of them has been hit and badly wounded. And I think obviously it'll have a massive impact if it's Scott's dad, because obviously it's going to affect him deeply, and he's going to have to retaliate. You know, he's going to have to try and keep his composure, and you know, it's going to be exciting to see. Now, obviously, last episode, Liam, he tried to, you know, set up, like, he tried to distract Gerard pretty much and his crew, bring them away from the armour, bring them towards a zoo. He chose that as a location after Nolan followed Mason. You know, they knew that he was going to do that, so obviously they tracked it there to the zoo and made it look like the crew was there. Obviously Nolan's called in, backups come, and it's just literally Theo and Liam there at the zoo. Now, what I actually really like is that Theo's having a good solid season, in my opinion. You know, he's definitely not the annoying Theo of last. He's actually being a good team member. He's rubbing well off Liam anyway. You know, he's kind of giving me like Derek and Styles vibes, you know, where he's kind of like love-hate each other at the start of the first 2 seasons. And they've got kind of like a love-hate vibe going on now. So again, you know, I'm interested to see their relationship blossom, but it did get to a point where, you know, Nolan did come up. He had his weapon, he had his bow, he was facing Liam, and Liam pushed him and they both fell off the side. Now, obviously, like, when Liam woke up, kind of thing, Nolan was pointing the gun right at him. Sorry, the arrow. Liam's obviously chased him, threw him against the wall. Looks like he's going to hit him, but he started punching the wall, broke his hand. Looks like he's about to lose control. Eyes obviously gone all yellow. His claws are out, and who's come over? Boom, Theo. He saved the day. He's knocked Liam down. He said, look, mate, you better go now. And again, very interesting. It just shows that Nolan, even though he did have chance to take out Liam, he didn't. And he looked like he was panicking as well, and he felt like he was under pressure, and he had to do what obviously Monroe said, because he felt like if he didn't do it, then his life would be on the line. And I feel like he's being peer pressured into this situation. But also on the flip side, it shows that not all supernaturals are bad, where he might have been brainwashed into thinking that they're all going to attack him and they're all going to obviously kill people, where we just seen a prime example here with Liam obviously controlling his anger, but also Theo stepping in and stopping it. So very interesting, both of that. Like I said, we go to the armoury. Scott and Malia have gone inside, obviously with the help of Chris and Lydia. They've gone in, they tried to blow up all the weapons, but they've been distributed already. Scott and Malia got trapped in there. Gas has come in. Looks like it's about to be the end of them. And Malia's obviously confessing, like, you know, there's loads of things in life that she's not done. She still wants to go to Paris. She's never left, obviously, like Beacon Hills. And she's only 18. Lydia comes in, screams, breaks down the door, you know. Gerard comes back, the map's gone, all the stuff's gone inside there. They've figured out, obviously, on there that he's been targeting the Nematons. Beacon, it's a beacon in it for all of the supernaturals. And if you're going to want to take it down the whole supernatural world, this is the place you're going to have to start. So he's not even starting in Beacon Hill as well. He's not just got his agenda there. He's got his agenda with the whole world. Gerard, mate, the guy's crazy. And then we did have, obviously, a Scott and Malia kiss as well, which is really interesting. But like I said, big talking point. Who's been attacked? Who is it's bleeding out? Are they going to survive or are they going to die? Really excited to find out. So thanks for clicking on today's video. Hopefully, guys, enjoy it. If you do, please smash like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump in to episode 17 of season 6 of Teen Wolf. Yo, we started in London, mate. Look at Big Benage over there. Oh, Jackson. Yes, lad.
Promise you wouldn't be late.
Oh,
Now
shit,
I
it's
have
the
to try and
twins.
get tickets to the show exactly as long as we've been together. They close the doors. We're 10 minutes late, and they close the doors after 10 minutes. It also means you forgot our anniversary.
Yo, that's pretty good start, to be honest.
Oh, he's just as cute as the other one. We hear you and your boyfriend have been tracking other werewolves. We'd like to know their names.
Regular wolfsbane won't work on these park animals.
What, mate? He's going out with Jackson. Madness.
Both parts are.
Go on, man.
Not the lamp. Watch out for them. Pictures. I just got those framed. Can't believe you actually thought I forgot our anniversary.
That's mad, isn't it? Hey, what a sick start to the episode. As soon as I seen Big Ben there, it's like, Jackson, they said he moved to London. That is literally the first thing that popped into my head. And then we got one of her twins. I was like, what the hell, mate? You know, is it not Jackson? I always forget which one died. Is it? We had Ethan and Aiden. Now, did Aiden go out with Lydia? And Ethan went out with Danny. I kind of thought it might have been Danny that he was speaking to on the phone. Do you know what I mean? Because he left as well. He literally left the same season as them. Interesting. I'm calling it Ethan. But Ethan and Jackson together, mate. You know. Oh, it says it right there. Look, I never even read those titles. I literally never read them. So it is Ethan. I'm buzzing, mate. Listen, I'm not going to read the rest of that. But that, I said, mate, I want some cameos in there. We get Jackson back as well. There is a Teen Wolf movie coming out, isn't there? Maybe he's in that. Or he might die the rest of the season. Who knows, mate? I'm excited. It's just got me pumped, mate. I'm so happy I clicked on this episode. Who they teasing it is, mate. They're definitely teasing. Oh, fucking... Is that his mum? I did not... I thought it was a man, that... Yo, you can just hear the procedure from out there. That must be well intense.
She's gonna be okay.
She's gonna be okay. It's Melissa. Mad. Melissa got shot. Mental, mate.
We have about a minute before the sedative kicks in.
Listen to me. You shouldn't do this. Don't run.
Don't run, mate.
Fight.
What we like? Go on, Melissa. Trust they're not BSing with them tubes up her nose, mate. Look at it. Proper committed. Look how long they look. Yo, I'm excited, mate. We've got, what, it's episode 17. Potentially Derek and Styles and Jackson coming in for the final few. Loving it.
Where's my dad? Transferred to San Francisco.
He got shot.
He's gonna be fine. And what about Mason? Already out of surgery.
Oh, they all got mowed
Everything
down.
that matters, thank God. I am gonna find out who did this. We both know who did this.
Yeah, we don't know the exact people, though. You know the crew.
We fight back.
I'm good with that lamp.
Monroe. The hunters would take them all on.
You don't really think I shot up Scott McCall's house, do you?
You got an alibi.
Then why am I here?
I got 4 people in the hospital with gunshot wounds.
So did she not know this was happening? Oh, fucking hell, mate. Duke Alien's back.
You know my fighting days are over.
That's hard to believe. You once said you'd kill any living thing that got in your way.
I changed. We should all try it.
Gerard hasn't. And he's not gonna stop at Beacon Hills. He's got a map.
Nematons of the world. You've beaten him before.
He's got a lot of help now.
You've realized that stopping Gerard now means killing him.
Pacifist now? What's gonna stop me from slashing your throat?
It's Pagua, a martial art that takes the path of least resistance.
Okay, so you can protect yourself. But what about everyone else who doesn't know Bagua?
Look what that war turned me into. I'm not afraid to lose my eyes. I'm afraid to lose my soul. My first piece of advice, you might need to lower your standards for allies.
So who do you reckon? That's because it's got to be somebody that we know. Do you know what I mean? If he's going to go out recruiting, yeah, it can't be the general Joe Blog public. Especially, it's got to, like I said, it's got to be somebody that we know just to make it more fun. That's what I think anyway, to make it more interesting and more engaged. Now, I would absolutely love it, mate, if we bring like these back and Jackson and Derek and Styles and bring Isaac in as well and Kira and just get the whole little crew going for the final. It's not happening, obviously. I believe it won't happen, but it would be good. But like he's saying there, mate, you know, he didn't say it wouldn't help. He's just saying, you know, he's like, they're like guidance counselors, do you know what I mean? He'd offer him advice. And they do need to look a bit lower. If they're trying to go Duke Alien standards, it's not going to happen because look at everybody in Beacon Hills, yeah? They're all pretty much just randoms and they've still got firepower.
Said you forgot and you were late.
Oh, so I guess this whole getting abducted thing doesn't earn me any sympathy.
You found the Omegas.
Well, I tracked them to the Epping Forest, but these two found them first. They were taking souvenirs, one for each werewolf, proof that they were killed.
We work alone, and we're better than you think.
Does the name Gerard mean anything to you?
I don't have to tell you anything.
You already have. He talks and I listen.
Is he in London?
You know where he is.
That was decent.
I don't know anything, I swear.
I'm having trouble controlling my anger. When things happen to my friends, I just can't seem to help it.
Stop, Liam.
You really gonna kill him?
No.
I mean, I don't care if you do, but you thought this through?
Don't worry, Liam, man. You've done well, yeah.
It's progress.
Why do you keep trying to save me? You think it'll make Scott forget about everything you did?
Keep people alive.
You should try harder.
You don't know, do you?
Hey, what's this guy blabbing about?
About the other bodies.
The body in that photo is a teenage boy named Matt Dollar. I mean, he held that 16-year-old boy's bleeding head underwater until he drowned. See how the victims are outfitted here? They're hunters.
Yeah, he killed him, didn't he?
To frame a man named Deucalion. Maybe you'll be his next victim. You were attacked by something called the Beast. Gerard withheld vital information from us so that he would be the one to kill this creature. This here happened out there the other night. It is all avoidable.
Do you want to know what I understand, Sheriff?
He's there in all of them.
I see a sheriff unable to control the violence in his own county, in way over his head, and not ready to believe the truth that's been staring him in the face. I was told I was the victim of a wild animal attack. You lied to protect them over us. You're an ineffective sheriff making wrong choices. And by ineffective, I mean ineffective.
Again, obviously, I'm Team Sheriff and Scott and all that, mate. I am. But you got to call some good stuff out when some good stuff is said, mate. And he is telling the truth. Now, I know that he's been in certain situations before where he's told them off and he's like, we can't do this. And do you know what I mean? When the girl was found in Melissa's house on the thing, he called it in. You know, she's got a family. And she slapped him. Yeah? All of that stuff. But 99% of the time, he is on the supernatural side. He is. And she made a good point. You know, you're protecting them. You think that you're doing the Beacon Hills justice? You're trying to help everyone? No, mate, you're just lying to him just so you can cover the Supernatural's asses. And do you know what? That was good from her. But he also said some good stuff. And I also noticed that he was in every one of those dead people pictures. So, I thought it was good back and forth between them. He done a good thing, and he was telling the truth, and it did get to her. And she done a good thing, and I feel like it got to him as well. Like, she told the truth pretty much. Whoa, she's transitioned over into a different place, it looks like. Yo, you'd be freezing in that weather.
I need your help. Another suicide mission?
Not interested.
You helped us fight the Ghost Riders. Self-preservation.
But we couldn't have won without you. Stronger than all of us. You're the real reason the wild hunt.
Not quite healthy. You're gonna need to work a lot harder than that if you want my help. And did you see the car parked out front? That's a Shelby 1000. There are only 100 in the entire world. I have two.
But Gerard has an army.
And you think that means I'm going to enlist in your little endeavor? When I found him, that was pointed at my face.
There's something wrong with him.
Yes, he's shooting at us. He never gave up. I would fight with him. I like him.
Look, you can fight with us or fight alone. But one way or another, you'll end up fighting.
I mean, what didn't make any sort of sense then was the guy just shot, did he just say 700 rounds into a window, and then when he finished with the bullets, he managed to just go head first with his human skull and break it, so that don't make no sense. But like you say, mate, you know, somebody don't come this far and go into war without blood on their hands, and Scott currently has done that. He has to kill if he needs to go into it.
Escort this woman out of my station.
Your station?
DeWitt, you hear me? I just gave you an order.
This is my station now.
Gerard only cares about himself.
I don't trust him. But I know one thing. He's going to win. Nothing is more important to Gerard than this fight. Not the lives of his allies, not the lives of his own men. Please relieve the sheriff of his badge and gun.
I never said Gerard wouldn't beat me. I said he wouldn't beat Scott.
Do you know what, right? Usually I hate shows, right? Honestly, I've got to say it. I hate shows that absolutely, like, boom, one main character, like, full on Scott, Scott, Scott. But this show is actually not that bad. Like, I actually don't mind it. They use the word Scott as like he's the captain, but really when they use Scott, they mean his team. Do you know what I mean? And that's the only reason why it's never actually stressed me out. I've watched other shows plenty of times, mate, where it's like, you got one guy and he clearly outshines everyone, and no matter what he does, he's like glowing. The sun literally glows out his ass, and like everything that he does, he wins. Every fight they've won, no matter what. 10 people around them, guns to the head, somehow they're getting out of it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but this show is different. They fall, they get up, they come back, they conquer, they fall, they get up, and and it's just and like I said, when they refer to Scott, they refer to the whole team. Now, if I was a sheriff, every single person in that station would never work for me again. So like after this battle, and if they do come out on top and he goes back to work, all them gone, sacked. F you, mate. See you later, alligator. You chose the wrong side, not the right side of the law. Laters. Something warms in there, what? Oh, that dead man actually. He got burnt or perished, didn't he? Yo, who's in there?
I want to give you all the facts. Something else is going on here. You haven't felt it, have you?
Oh. Oh, is it the fair?
What was that?
Creates and feeds off of fear, and it's affecting the hunters.
You know that your only chance is to surround your delicate Scotland killers.
That's right. Go running back to your cars, the things you care about more than anything else.
Cares about you.
One of the cars was for you.
There's something else we can try, but you're not gonna like it. There's another pack of werewolves I know about. They're strong.
Kill anything that crosses their path.
Are they any worse than Deucalion and Peter?
We're not that desperate.
Going to them would be really desperate, right?
Did you know about this? That's the teacher. Why'd you hide these bodies? You didn't want to get caught. Testing them, see if they were werewolves.
Dead people aren't afraid.
Maybe the killing's just a byproduct of it looking for its other half. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I was just helping Aaron. It was his idea to test everyone.
Right, okay, now that's got answered, didn't it, mate? I was saying, what's going on with that? What's happening? So he's the Nagutane, or whatever they've just said it is, but he's the one half and he's trying to find the other. And when you put them together, like Deaton said, brings an unstoppable force. So that's interesting. Makes sense, mate. Loving it. All the pieces of the puzzle are coming together.
Oh, what's wrong with this place?
I feel it too. We came for the pack. Be okay.
Don't live in very nice conditions, did they? To be honest. Oh, they've all been killed. They've been tested.
What was that?
Oh, Lydia's there.
What are you doing here? He wanted me to find it.
Who led you?
Helmet.
Helmet? Helmet? I don't know what.
I guess the connection between a banshee and a hellhound is stronger than I thought.
Shot up Scott's house. Yeah, but I didn't tell them. I told Monroe it was you, so try being a little grateful.
Interesting, to be honest.
We saw Parrish kill it.
This one's different.
This is their pack symbol.
Why are there two of these bodies?
Because the Inukate has two faces.
Right, what's it called? A Nogitane? Why did he pick the name so close? Like, what's the deal, mate? Nogitane? Nogitsune? Kitsune? I'm sure there's another one, mate. Literally, I'm sure there is another one that rhymes with, like, A. So, I don't know, man. Like, out of all the names in the world, right, they pick the ones that sounds like you're saying the same one every single time. Like, in my head, right, I've been thinking about saying his name then, right, for about 5 minutes. I forgot it, and I was just thinking Nogitsune, Nogitsune, Nogitsune. And what is it? I've totally forgot now. Nogitsune? Or what? Have I just said the same thing? I don't know, man. Like, literally, it's too close. You have to broaden your horizon, mate. Pick a name, any name, not the ones that's so close.
Bad day for finding bodies.
There'll be a lot more if we don't find Aaron's other half. No chance you together that army, Scott?
You're looking at it.
Let's hope this thing doesn't feed off. Hunters destroyed my pack.
Oh. Still got one left, Peter.
Well, you had two cars.
There's going to be hell to pay.
What's the holdup? I have a lot of revenge to plan.
No revenge until you tell me why you came back. You're lying.
Well, that goes without saying.
Is that Scott?
This is what it feels like. It's been a while.
Oh, he's seen them.
He's going to get himself killed.
That was decent, that, actually.
Don't fall in love with a dead man.
That was decent. Back in Beacon Hills.
Hi, I'm looking for Scott McCall.
Tell me your name again.
Jackson.
Jackson Whitmore?
Yeah, you've heard of me?
What do you want with Scott McCall?
Am I supposed to know who you are? Be impressed by this little show? Some questions for you. Because it seems like you need us more than we need you. Or you never actually find out what we were gonna tell Scott McCall. Why did you send hunters to chase us down, huh?
It's not how this works.
It already did. He talks, I listen.
Happy anniversary.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, right? Just from that, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 seconds of Jackson's acting, I have to say, right, I would possibly put Jackson in the top 3 best actors in this whole show. Like, not best characters, best acting ability. Like, the way he can go from like smiling to like, I don't know, serious, dead fast, just like that. Literally, he was on the fence, he was smiling, then he was like mad, and like it just give me flashes of the first 2 seasons that he was in, and his acting was so good. I think I give him a most liked character of the season, and it wasn't because it was me. I did in season 2. He got my most liked character vote, and it wasn't because I liked his characters. Yeah, it sounds actually ridiculous because he got my vote, and not, it was because I had to respect how good his performance was as the Kenema and Jackson and everything. Like, his acting in that season was so good, it had to be acknowledged. So he got the #1 spot for me, and like, I just think, again, I've seen him here, I've seen him in other shows, like I say, I've seen him on Arrow, and every time I look at him, I just think, what a good actor, mate. Literally, the show has missed somebody like him. So it's good, he's back. Obviously, like, he's been caught straight away. She knows who he is from working with Gerard. Obviously, Gerard was like Gerard was trying to become kind of supernatural to save his own skin, didn't he? That season when Jackson finally transitioned into the wolf and he was roaring, and that was my thumbnail, and I was like, I can't wait to see him next season, and then we're not seeing him again for like 4 seasons until now. Do you know what I mean? So that's what we do on this show, mate. We tease you, you're like, what's gonna happen? And then nothing, mate. They're gone, they disappeared. Same with Derek, you know, he finished the season transitioning over, he was a fully fledged wolf. I was like, I can't wait to see Derek, mate. And then he's not been in it again. Seen him running on the screen, what, in episode 14 of this season, then no reference of him again. So hopefully he comes back, mate, for the final couple here, because we've got Ethan and Aiden, Ethan and Jackson, and they're looking to find Scott. Hopefully they become part of his team to take them down, mate. Them two, with Peter, Malia, Scott, Big Styles back, hopefully, and Lydia as well. It's a good little army going, as well as Liam as well, and Theo, who's having a good season. And it's interesting we found out what's going on with the spiders. You know, it's going into the bodies, it's consuming them, it's killing them. You know, they're not the right one. Next one, they're not the right one. He's going around, he's trying to find his other half. When he does get that, they're going to reunite, they're going to join together, I'm assuming, and they're going to be one strong, you know, like demon. So again, really interesting. Glad that got boxed off, glad that got explained, and, you know, moving forward, everything's open, everything's kind of answered right now, and we've just got the battle between them both ready, coming, hopefully the last episode, which will be absolutely sick. So, you know, really enjoyed this second half of the season. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. 17 is done and dusted of season 6. You know, very interesting. But before we obviously digest what's just happened, please remember to vote for your most liked and disliked characters of this season. If you have not, link in the description. Also running the vote for the most liked characters from season 1 to 6 that you can get voting. Jackson's in there if you're excited for him to be back and he is one of your favourite characters. 3 votes allowed. If you do that, you know, your votes and everybody else's will be aggregated. I'll do mine in the final episode and we'll see everybody's, and it's going to be exciting. Now, Jackson is back. We started in London and obviously we had Ethan. I was like, what? You know, I thought Jackson was going to be there because obviously we was told that he moved to London with his dad. And obviously Ethan was talking about his husband, how he's late, etc. And I thought maybe he might have gone with Danny, you know, who knows. But no, the hunters are there, they've attacked him, they've attacked Jackson, them two are together, really strange. All for it though, really happy. The running theme with them two in the episode is I talk, he listens. I talk, he listens. And that's right, mate. You know, they've been asking questions. When they're lying, he's listening, seeing obviously what the heart's doing, you know, if it's racing, if it's slowing. Now, surely Jackson can do that himself, considering he is a werewolf, but, you know, teamwork's a dream work. You know, Scott needs more team members, and these two are definitely going to be a big asset when they go into the fight. So, you know, Monroe's obviously kidnapped him here at the end. They've gone into a school looking for Scott, found her, said he's Jackson. She knows, she's working with Gerard, would have told the stories, cross-referenced, taken, being electrocuted. Now, the interesting thing is, you know, in the episode where Theo was tied up and obviously the 2 other supernaturals was there as well, he was saying the person from Mike and House, Theo said if you're not going to kill us, what are we here for? There's clearly an agenda. What are you trying to find out? You know, you're not here to kill us. You're here to torture us. But why? You know, what's your end game? What's your goal? And that is the question. You know, like if she's really truly there, Monroe, to take out all of these supernaturals, then what better way to hand over 2 dead werewolves, Ethan and Jackson? Imagine going to Gerard with them 2, mate. What a big win, a big asset that would be. And the fact they've just left him tied to the fence, electrocuting him, is just not. It's not ideal, is it? Really? They've got them, what do you call it, cable ties on their arms, and it can easily burn, just like it did with Theo. So there's a chance he could escape. Obviously, Scott doesn't know that they're back yet, but it's going to be good when they team up. Liam as well, you know, he's kind of losing control and not. He's 50-50, he's going in and out of it. Theo's kind of helping him as well, even though Liam's saying, what are you trying to get out of this, mate? What's your end goal? What's your agenda? Do you think that you're going to be welcomed into the pack? It's not going to happen. To be fair, right, welcome him into the pack. I'm all for the past is the past and the present is the present. And if somebody's willing to put their life on the line, hardcore, and supply information and fight with you side by side, then that is a show of improvement. It is a show of changing a personality and a show of faith and show of teamwork. And maybe he does get tried. I mean, you can put something in your pack and kick them out, can't you? Not like they do need to reconsider it anyway, because like I said, in my opinion, Theo has not been bad this season. He's actually helped Liam quite a lot without Liam actually realising. But I actually think Liam is having a solid season. Low key, you know, under the radar, if you think about it. He's had a really good season. He had a good season with the Ghost Riders, and he's kind of had a steady story here and a good acting as well with him. I'm enjoying what's going on with him, to be honest, the way that he's kind of like losing control but kind of keeping it together. Again, very interesting with Nolan. You know, like I said, I'm consistent with people can change my opinions. So he's done my head in ever since he was introduced. But the more and more we see him, the more he's not as annoying, and other characters are staying consistent. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was like 3 or 4 that really annoying. He was one of them. And then as we progress, he's died down. The rest have stayed. And like, he's getting concerned about people attacking the supernaturals and stuff. After last episode, when I found out that obviously he was doing stuff and he was panicking and he felt like he had to do it so that he could save his own ass, so to speak, because if he didn't do it, they'd attack him. He changes kind of your opinion on it a little bit. And then when you see today's episode, when his mate, is it Gabe, said that he attacked the house, obviously he didn't just shoot. I said it might have been Scott's dad, mate, but it wasn't. It was his dad. It was Malia. Melissa. He hit Chris. He hit Lydia and Mason. You know what I mean? He gunned down all of them, obviously with the help of a couple more. It wasn't just him. There was loads of lasers, but he said he'd just done it for obviously Nolan, and Nolan should be happy because he told Monroe that it was him. Now, obviously, he looked concerned. Again, really interesting. I feel like the war is going to be won with Nolan switching sides right at the end. That's what I'm kind of feeling. But again, Peter's back. He's helping. You know, he can't leave Malia. He's kind of seen that she likes Scott. You know, don't fall in love with a dead man. Kind of have already. Again, exciting. So I think it's been a really, really good few episodes, and hopefully this steadiness and this excitingness, whatever you want to call it, can continue into the final 3, and we get an epic fight and a Gerard death. That's what I'm hoping for in episode 20. And Monroe as well, throw her in as well. Monroe and Gerard die. I don't care whatever we do with Monroe now. We could switch the story around. She could turn a good person, but I still want a gun. You know, if I could pick 2 deaths, boom, take them away, both of them. I would like Scott to do it as well, but he's not. You know, like, I know for a fact that Scott's not going to do it. And then, like I said, mate, we've gone through 6 seasons of this show and he's not even killed anyone. Madness. I'm all for brutal, murderous deaths, mate. My favourite characters, as you know, if you've been consistent on the channel, I've always been the mad murderers, and that is what I kind of like Peter as well, mate. I'm not gonna lie, Peter is one of my favourites. The guy goes around, does whatever's, and I want him here to be ruthless in the final fight. So thanks for clicking today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash your like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.